Hey everybody, it's Kent. Today I'm doing a little pick-in. I am on location, secret super warehouse, doing some digging. So let's start right here with this pallet, see what we can find. Oh, empty box. Off a great start. Oh, first box, we got some Zane Gray. I already got a million of those. Let's put those on the no pile. We'll see what I come up with. I might have to fast forward through 90% of this video if it's a bunch of unexciting stuff. Alright, looks like we got some German books. See what era they're from, if they're anything interesting. That one looks like homeopathic something or another. The homeopathic something. That might be on a maybe pile. Not sure what that one's about. Old German books. Whoop. Has a slipcase and a dust jacket. (1928). Something about the land and culture. That one might go on the maybe pile. It's fancy with the dust jacket and a slipcase, so it has potential. Oh, there's a pretty decorative leather one. That'll go on the maybe pile. Darn. I usually don't mess too much with foreign language books. They're kinda definitely not as easy to sell. Not sure, it looks like 1920s. I am not sure about those. Put them on the maybe pile. Alright, that one I'm not so sure about the German book. Next, it looks like we got a big old box of, I think mostly sci-fi and fantasy. Oh, there's a Western romance. There's another romance. It's like a murder mystery. Another murder mystery. It's like a big old lot of nothing. Wouldn't mind some of the fantasy and sci-fi stuff, but I think they're kind of few and far between. The Heart of Christmas. I think that's going to be a box of duds. Set her aside. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is definitely, the world of book picking is not always glamorous and fun and exciting. Oh, we got some National Geographic. 1914 to 1915. Okay, World War I era. Oh, also 1930, 1928, 1920. What do we think? That one's nice and clean. May 1915. The Gates to the Black Sea, Constantinople, American Wildflowers, The Mayflower, and Homer's Troy Today. Oh, goodness gracious. Don't know what to think of National Geographic. They just made so many millions of them, and everyone's grandma and grandpa kept them. Alright, looks like we got a box of cookbooks. Favorite Mexican brand name recipes. Cake decorating. Alright, that's going to be on the no pile. Looks like a box of miscellaneous. We have the Indians of Mesa Verde, an inquiry into the human prospect, prosthetic America. Again, don't get overly excited about modern hardcovers. Industrial development. That one's kind of interesting. Social diseases and worst remedies by Thomas Huxley. That one might go on the maybe pile. But I think the rest of this box is going to be duds. Story of my book hunting career. Usually you gotta dig through about 40 boxes to find gems. Oh, here, well, this one's kinda, let me see. We got some old kids books, nothing too exciting. But we got some potential. Learning words. I Know a Secret. I like that one because of the snowman. That's going on my pile. The Lincoln Readers, 5th reader. I think that's going to stay here. The Brave and Free. I just like these because they're all highly illustrated. Lots of cool color art. That one I think can go on my pile. Friends and Workers. Looks like it has a Native American on the cover. Sure, put that one on my pile. Learning words. Not exactly the most exciting stuff. I think that one's going to be a dud. Oh, Fine and Industrial Art. I like that one. Community and Vocal Civics. That one's iffy, but I'll take that one home, I think. Stepping Stones of Literature. I've had some of these. I like the floral covers on them. Conditions, a little on the rough side. I think that one's going to stay here. Wheeler's Literary Readers. Conrad's Magic Flight. I'll take the Magic Flight. The Literary Readers. I think that one's going to stay here. Bound to haunt the bookseller's storage room for many years to come. Again, that one's too rough. 3rd reader, again, just a hair too rough. But it's early. 1876, 3rd reader. Darn. I think that one's going to stay here. I already have more books than I'll ever need. Can't take them all home. I only want the stuff that's easy to sell. Heart of America Readers. Oh, that one has some cool American history contents. That one, I think we can take that one home with us. One sec, I'm going to do some adjusting, move my piles around so I can get a little closer to the camera. That one is nice and heavy. Glory Hunter, Life of General Custer. I like American history. Alright, I made it home with the books. I think I'm going to cut the picking video a little short. There was like a few hours where I didn't find anything exciting. Then I found some pockets of a little bit better stuff. I did buy a full load of books, so I'm going to unload them quick and then show you what I got today. Alright, I got all the books inside. I'm going to show off a few boxes of stuff. Not all of it. Some of it's already in the back. Some of it's not too exciting. Some of it's modern stuff. So, probably not worth showing off. But I really like this one. I mean, the condition kind of sucks. But let's open it off. First, you got the decorative title page, The Romance of Nature. Let's see where the other title page is. Right there. The Romance of Nature or the Flower Seasons, illustrated by Louisa Ann Twalmy. Oh, suppose I should move it over so you can see it. I'm not sure how many plates are in this one. It is published in 1836, it looks like. And I'm going to show you. I mean, there are just tons and tons and tons. I think they're hand-colored. Let me get you a close-up detail. Yeah, I think those are definitely hand-colored. And I mean, there's, I don't know, a few dozen plates. Floral plates, beautiful, 1836. Book full of hand-colored flower plates. That's awesome. Next, you got a book. I'm not sure how exciting some of these are. You got the Review of Reviews, Volume 8. Let's see, that looks like July 1893 till... Not sure when exactly this one covers. But again, Review of Reviews. Let's see what kind of contents we got in this. The Progress of the World. Record of Current Events. An Englishman's Impressions at the Fair. Okay, so that has some stuff on the World's Fair. Okay, that one's kind of cool. There's another Review of Review. That one's Volume 6. We got the Cosmopolitan magazine. That one's 1896 and 1897. We got McClure's magazine. That one's probably not too exciting. Let's see, what's this one? We have another Cosmopolitan. We have Mother's Magazine, 1857 to 1858. That one looks like it's in pretty great condition. We got another McClure's. We have another Cosmopolitan. I think almost all of these I will be auctioning off in the next probably month, so keep an eye on my eBay page. These will probably be up in the next week. So again, nice box of old bound magazines. Pretty nice condition. Oh, there's that one. I did get a couple boxes of American history stuff. Trappings of the Great Basin Buckaroo. Newspapering in the Old West. That one's kind of cool. Outlaws, the Authentic Wild West. Frontier America. Beautiful, beautiful coffee table books. Guns at the Battle of Little Bighorn. Here's an odd volume. The Spanish West. This is part of the Time Life Wild West set. Oh, we got the Gunfighters. Gold and Silver in the West. The Illustrated History of an American Dream. That one's pretty cool. Lewis and Clark. The Journey West. Again, nice coffee table books. Really nice condition. One second, I'm going to silent my phone so hopefully don't blare your ears out if I get a notification. The Gold Rush album to California in 1849. Again, I love these illustrated Wild West books. The Books of the American West. Exploring the West. Whoops. Again, tons and tons of illustrations in all these books. Oh, another copy of Exploring the West. Birds of North America. Mr. Atomic Energy. Congressman Chet Holifield and Atomic Energy Affairs, 1845 to 1874. By Richard Wayne Dyke. Interesting. I don't know how that one ended up in the box, but it's here. The Birds Around Us. Nice illustrated bird book. The North American Birds. And Batman Forever. So again, cool stuff. Kind of a eclectic variety. Most of these boxes, I think a lot of the stuff I ended up with was 19th century geology and medical books. There's a lot of that stuff. Lots of different scientific stuff. A lot of it has ex-library markings, but it's in pretty good condition, so picked it up anyway. Let's see if I can get this big bugger in the shot. See what we got. We got the Atlas of Geology. That's in German, I believe, with 15 color maps by Hermann Berghaus. I think that's in German. 1892. Looks like we got South America. We got Africa. We have the Alps. Looks like we got the world, climate of the world. What is that? Looks like we got Greenland. I'm not sure what any of these other places are. I have no idea where these are either. But again, cool German 1892 Atlas. Beautiful maps. Beautiful maps. Looks like something to do with meteorology, the study of meteorology, again in German, 1851. A lot of these books are in German, which is kind of unfortunate, but again, it's from 1851. I'll let you analyze what that chart means. Interesting nonetheless, and early. Alright, what's this bugger? A climatological atlas of the Mexican Republic. Looks like 1921 to 1925. Whoa, and we have maps. That's pretty cool. Looks like some sort of economic graph. A map of precipitation. Not sure exactly what that one is, or that one. Again, a cool, large Atlas of Mexico. Selected meteorological papers of Sir Napier Shaw. Again, ex-library, that kind of sucks, but interesting topics. Mammalian physiology. I think this one has a bunch of color illustrations. Nope, maybe not. Am I crazy? It's been a long day. There we go. I knew it was illustrated. Cool book on mammalian physiology. And then we got the course of practical exercises. This is kind of the lab manual, I think, to go along with that other one. Interesting stuff. And it will all be on eBay. I'm eBay seller animal at 52. Physiological papers. Dedicated to Professor August Croce. 1926. Ooh, this one, I remember seeing this one. This one has some cool science experiment instruments in it. And some charts and graphs and whatnot. The island, something in German. Something about an island and geology and mountains. I'll have to do a little translating before I put that one up on eBay. I think this one has something to do with geology and volcanoes. Volcano, I think. By Dr. M. Wilt Meyer. Yep, I think it's on geology and volcanoes. That looked like a volcano. Again, in German, that kind of sucks, but someone's looking for a German book on volcanoes. I have it. A study of recent earthquakes. That's kind of cool. By Charles Davison, 1905. I do like these old science books. Another earthquake book, 1904. Earthquakes in Light of the New Seismology by Clarence Edward Dutton, illustrated 1904. Another book, The Origin of Earthquakes. Modern Seismology, 1911. Again, that is not in English. It is in Français. I think it's in French. I think that's French. Oh, and I do see some charts and maps. Looks like there's a folding map. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's cool. We have whoop. Let's see if I can open this up carefully. Because there is a map of California related to earthquakes. That's pretty awesome. Very cool. 1911 California map related to the seismology and earthquakes. That's cool. Crater Lake, the story and its origin. Geology of South Australia. That one's pretty cool. Highly, highly illustrated. Another volcano book. And this one is in French. 1903. Book on volcanoes. Not sure what this one's about. Something to do with geology. Lots of maps. That's great. Another German geology book. Looks like Germany. Deutschland. Germany. Whoa, I like that. Check out that binding. I like that binding on that one. That's pretty cool. Oh, nice map and papers. Looks like that one was published in Leipzig in 1907. Some of these I didn't spend too much time looking at. Just threw them in a box and hauled them home. Dictionary of Elevations and Climatic Register of the United States by J.M. Toner, 1874. That one might not be overly exciting. Another foreign language book. Natural Regions of something in French. Looks like some maps. Again, most of these will be up on eBay here, probably in the next 3 weeks. Or if you see something you can't live without, send me a message on Facebook or Instagram. Give me a call, 715-897-6122. And we can talk about getting it sold to you. Alright, looks like we got a book on protozoa and a book on Claude Bernard, physiology. I think he was a professor / researcher. Yeah, physiologist, 1938. Moose Mountain Iron Bearing District geology book. Something on Aristoteles. Wisconsin and Kansas drift sheets in central Iowa, 1897. The Nature of the Lunar Surface. Cool book on the moon. Tons and tons of illustrations. I think this one's 1966. Proceedings of the 1965 AIU Nassau Symposium. Very cool. Climatology and Mineral Waters of the U.S. Cool medical / geology book. Report on the geology of the area along the Toronto and the TNNO Railway by J. G. McMillan, 1912. Geology of Bildern. Last one for this box, Our Mobile Earth. Cool book on the surface and the plates of the Earth. Again, and the geology and earthquakes, and volcanoes, and all that fun stuff. Interesting box of science books. If you you are interested in science, medicine, geology, meteorology, astronomy, definitely pay attention to my eBay page in the coming few weeks. Not in English. Oh, gangrene. Okay, the gangrene, whatever that other word is. Believe that's medical. Yep. This one might be a little graphic. Medical book on gangrene. Not the most pleasant topic. And again, it is 1917. Is it in French? Yes, published in Paris. So World War II era. Or World War I era. That's neat. Looks like is this a geology book or a medical book? Looks like medical. Medical book on veins. It looks like veins and surgery. Looks like a medical book. Operative Surgery by Johann Friedrich Diefenbach, 1845. No illustrations. What a shame. What a shame. Surgery of the head. Surgery of the head. Wounds of the thorax in war. Okay, World War I era medical books. Surgery of the Head by L. Bath Rawlings, 1915. Okay, those are cool. World War I era medical books. Might try to get those up right away. Well, in a week. Surgical Diagnosis, 1909. Nicely illustrated. Tons and tons of medical illustrations in that one. The Handbook of Tuberculosis, 1914. I think this is just volume 1. That one was published in Germany, 1914. World War I era German book on tuberculosis. Who'da thunk? Oh, another book on tuberculosis, 1919. Okay, that one's volume 3. Oh, another tuberculosis, volume 4, 1915. Okay. Apparently I didn't pay too much attention to this box. We got volume 5, 1915. And last but not least, volume 2, 1914. They are in German, but still. World War I era German tuberculosis medical books. I think they're interesting. Would not have hauled these heavy boxes home if I didn't think they were interesting and saleable. Pulmonary Tuberculosis in English, 1908. Nice leather book. The Diagnosis and Treatment of Pulmonary Tuberculosis by Francis M. Pottinger, 1908. Put that on the pile of get listed right away. Handbook of, is that orthopedic? It's in German, so I'm not 100% sure on the translation. Handbook of Orthopedic Technique, I think. 1908. Oh, yeah. This one. How cool is this? All the orthopedic apparatus and instruments. That one. Maybe I'll use that for a Instagram short tomorrow. Memoirs of the Academy of Surgery, 1847. Observations on surgical diseases of the head and neck. That one is translated by Dury Otley, published in 1848. No illustrations. And rough condition. Rough. But it is 170 years old. Oh, here's another surgery book. Volume 2, I don't remember what that other volume, that other one was. Looks like another medical book in German. Cool, lots of illustrations in that one. That's awesome. Fellowship of Surgery. Addresses on surgical subjects. The works of K.G. Leninander, Volume 2. Don't see a date. Looks like the works of Leninander again, Volume 1 and Volume 3 is in the box, and Volume 1 and Volume 2. Perfect. All 3 volumes, hopefully. Alright, well, that is quite the box of medical books. Pretty impressive stuff. We got The Viviculture of Something, 1913 in Mexico. Okay, so this one's in Spanish. Looks like a book on, is it grapes? I think it's a book on grape growing. Estate Rubber. There was a bunch of rubber books. Estate Rubber, Its Preparations, Properties in Texas by Dr. O. de Vries, 1920. I don't know anything about the rubber plant. The Biological Campaign Against Prickly Pear by Alan P. Dodd, 1940. Very interesting topic. Something to do with something. German book, 1907. Something to do with some sort of farming. Whatever plant that is. But it's in German, so gonna have to do some translating. The Peanut, the Unpredictable Legume. I think there's some cotton books as well. Oh, Wattles and Wattlebarks, being hints on the conservation and cultivation of wattles, together with peculiarities of their value, by J.H. Maiden, 1890. What the heck is a wattle? Okay. A wattle. Some sort of plant. Another German book. Oh, this one had some cool scientific instruments. Again, something to do with botany or agriculture. The Production of Cotton. Production of Cotton by Gilbert H. Collins, 1926. Book on cotton farming. Another book on cotton farming. Cotton History, Species, Varieties, Morphology, Breeding, Culture, Diseases, Marketing, and Uses by Harry Bates Brown. First edition, 1927. Oh, St. Nicholas magazines. I got a ton of these in a box in the back. Cool children's books. Lots of fairy tales and stories. A little bit on history. Lots of nursery rhymes. Let me see if I can find you an example of the... Yeah, there's a lot of nicely illustrated nursery rhymes similar to these, with very whimsical illustrations. Let's see, this one is 1887 to 1888. Nice leather-bound one. Again, some sort of German forestry or botany book. (1909). Forest management. cultivation and preparation of para rubber. Okay. Elements of forestry. Rubber, its sources, cultivation, and preparation. Yeah, I don't know what the market for rubber production books are. The African rubber industry. That one's kind of cool. I want to see if there's any maps in this one. Nope, no maps, but lots of illustrations. Whoa, let me flip the other way and see if you can actually see them. There you go, tons of illustrations. The rubber industry of the Amazon. Again, I don't know what the market is for rubber books. Weeds of the Farm. California Walnut Industry by B.M. Lelong, 1896. European Vineyards, 1869. Let's open that one up. 3 Seasons in European Vineyards by William J. Flagg, 1869. Let's see, that one was published in New York. That one's pretty awesome. Schlick's Manual of Forestry. Diseases and Pests of the Rubber Tree. Ooh, check out that. Shiny. Cotton in Australia. Rubber cultivation in the British Empire. Pecan growing. That one's cool. And the coconut. The Coconut by Edwin Bingham Copeland, 1914. Again, I bought probably 12 more boxes, more than what I'm going to show you tonight. So lots of interesting stuff on farming and agriculture, botany, geology, medicine, science, chemistry, geography, American history, Native Americans, literature and poetry. I got a bunch of these American anthropologist magazines. I don't know, or journals. Let's see, these are 1951, 1958, 1951, 1968. Oh, that one's different. Iroquois Culture, History of the Niagara Frontier Area of New York State. So I got a bunch of these from, I think, from the 30s to the 60s. I don't know. I think they all have interesting topics in them. Not sure if they're going to bring very much. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're interesting. Also got a bunch of these English journals from 1912 to 1913, it looks like. Mostly on, I think, teaching English and literature, stuff like that. Teaching Shakespeare to Engineers, Simple Simon and Other Real Persons, Composition as a Training in Thought, American Literature in the Modern Magazine, Preparation for College English Teaching, and The Teacher of English. The College Curriculum in Literature, Antigone Adopted for Schools, Motives for Elementary Composition, Literature for Children, and Experience with Business English. I think they're cool if you're into literature. Shakespeare for Performance in High School, The Schoolboy's Nightmare, Oral English in the High School, Irregularities in Verse. I think they're all interesting. I don't know if they're going to bring very much, but we shall see. Industrial Poisoning. I think we got a few odd volumes of the works of Robert Louis Stevenson. Nice leather bindings on those. What do we got? We got George Washington. Headhunting in the Solomon Islands. It's been a while since I've had a copy of that. Boots and Saddles, or Life in the Dakota with General Custer by Elizabeth B. Custer. Got the campaigns of General Custer. Glory Hunter, A Life of General Custer. Again, lots of great American history books. see, problems in relative growth. This one's on biology. Very technical book on biology. Cardiovascular studies. Looks like an odd volume of the history of England. The practice of viviculture, or silviculture, sorry. Nature Fantasy in Australia. Pickett and His Men by LaSalle Corbell Pickett. I think, was he a Confederate general? I'm thinking so. Not sure about that one. Let's see, we got another odd. Kidnapped by Robert Louis Stevenson. Diseases of Workers. I think this one's on geology. Oh, volcanoes. Volcanoes, 1907. Not sure what language exactly that is. Is it? Don't think it's French. Nope, not sure about that one. Problems in animal metabolism. Erythrocyte and the action of simple Hamalin. I'm not going to attempt to say that one. Whatever that is. Growth. Another book on biology. Industrial Clinic. Diseases of Tradesmen. The influence of the trades in population of diseases. I think there's some odd Washington Irving. None of the good titles. We got Wolfert's Roost. I mean, they're all interesting. Just not my favorite ones to sell. Tales of a Traveler, 1859, by Washington Irving. Bracebridge Hall, 1859. And last one, another copy of Wolfert's Roost. 1859, good condition. Just not sketchbook or Astoria or History of New York. Or any of the other more exciting titles, in my opinion. I've sold a lot of Washington Irving over the last several years. All right, last box, and then I'm going to go chuck these in the storage room and call it a night. It's been a long day. The Repository, 1864. The Natural House of Frank Lloyd Wright. That one's pretty cool, and I was excited because they have a price tag of $3.50, but I did look this one up, and it's a $30 book. Nonetheless, I will be auctioning off on eBay. So, cool synonym dictionary, early one. English synonyms with copious illustrations and explanations, drawn from the best writers by George Crabbe, 1845. This is Odd Civil War volume, a little on the rough side. We got a few cool pulp detective magazines. Detective Story Magazine, June 1925. I think that one's 1925. That one's 1925. They are very rough, but I might throw those three together on eBay. Cool pulp. It's cool that they survived. The Habitat, or the Habitant. The Habitant. Treatise on An elementary treatise on conic sections, spherical geometry, and spherical trigonometry by Matthew R. Dutton, 1824. Ooh, someone would have posted it right on the front cover, but luckily it didn't. They had to put a post-it on saying it's a chemistry book. Son of a gun. Elements of Chemistry by Edward Turner, first American from the first London edition, 1828. Nope, no plates or illustrations, but cool early, what is that, 199-year-old chemistry book. Bradstreet's Report on the State of Illinois, 1885. That one's pretty cool. Don't know what that piece of paper... Oh, handy little post-it note telling you what it is, too. Looks like a German Bible. That one's a little bit on the rough side. Very much on the rough side. The Rival Detectives, the Electric series. Oh, this one's early. Early pulp. These little books were not made to survive. They were made to read on your journey on the train and then chuck. The Rival Detectives by John W. Postgate. Copyright 1886. Early. This one's very much on the rough side, and I definitely would never have taken a book that was this rough, but it is a cookbook. Title page was missing. Oh, it's dated 1845. So I would say it's from the 1840s. Again, I guess a reading copy if you want to see a 1840s cookbook. But that one is definitely... If it wasn't a cookbook, that one definitely would not have came home with me. Johnny Courtreau. Looks like a German book. Something About Christianity, 1860, published in Berlin. Critical Confessions by Neil Brown. Oh, that one was published in Wausau, Wisconsin, by the Philosopher Press. Wausau is about half an hour from me here in Marshfield. Indians on Horseback. Computing Scales. This is a company, the Computing Scale Company, Dayton, Ohio. Not necessarily a catalog, kind of more of a souvenir for the company. Oh, there we go. There's some illustrations of what they make. That's pretty cool. Oh, we got a copy of Rip Van Winkle. Oh, we do have another Washington Irving, an exciting one. Rip Van Winkle. A Legend of the Catskill Mountains by Washington Irving. Illustrated. Copyright 1863. That one's pretty good. These are something to do with geology, I think. Has a big old map. Big old map. I don't know. I will do some more research. They'll be on eBay here shortly. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.